All right. What's up, Dub Nation? Hello, YouTubers. I'm here watching the Santa Cruz Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga got sent down. Hello, YouTubers. And just give me a second while I figure out this audio. Boom. Okay. Live chat. Channel content. Just give me a minute. Let's do that. Okay. And I got to share this link real quick. So once again, hang tight. Let's see. Share that link. Oh. How's everybody doing anyways? Been a minute. Today I spent some time with family and here I am. I was exhausted just from going live from Chase Center last night until after midnight. Okay, so we got that link set up, and what else do I gotta do? Sorry guys, I'm just brain dead for now, which is kind of why I just decided to watch this game and share commentary with you. You can pull up the stream, by the way. It's actually quite nice. It's actually very impressive. I think it's just one angle. It's in Santa Cruz. Wow, they got the Golden State Warriors logos inside of each of the free throw circles. So it's you're getting your fill of logos, Warriors logos there. Sponsored by Clorox. Wow, they got Clorox logo on the court. Now they're doing intros. If it's just as one angle the whole time, I'm fine with it. Go to the G League website and you will find it there. The Warriors G League website. Okay, let me tweet this thing out. Again, hold on here. Going to live. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Chat content. Oh, play that. Okay, here we go. So the way I have this set up is I have my Chromebook. It's an old ass Chromebook, and it's hooked up to my my TV through the HDMI cable that all Chromebooks come with. So that's a really cool feature of Chromebooks. Okay, so let me tweet that sucker out. Santa Cruz Warriors. Boom. Retweet that. Get all this administrivia out of the way. Probably need to do something on Instagram as well. And just have, oh cool, they're piping in the pregame intro Jumbotron thing. Pretty neat stuff. And having Santa Cruz just right there, like, I'll bet you some of you guys were on my live when I streamed the whole game from the preseason game. Warriors in their home whites. Kevin Dana, the legendary Kevin Dana, and Drew Schiller on the call. Now, I must forewarn you that I might need to do a restroom break. I might need to do an Uber Eats break because I haven't eaten in hours. So I'm going to be hungry. All right. Flight React is the GOAT. What's up? And I agree with your handle. Flight got like a couple million subscribers just from his reactions. It's just amazing. And I think if I figured him out, is he wanted to use that as a platform for his rap artist stuff. So good on him. So hello to everybody. There's Jonathan Kuminga. I'm sorry, they're not in white, they're in blue. I just totally messed that up. Moody is not here. I don't even know what the link is, but yeah. To start tip off, check SCW website for stream. So Stockton wins the tip. Kuminga's out there. No Moody tonight. And I'm typing this. They need him to play tomorrow in the back-to-back Hugh Steele. Warriors got the ball. Of Hugh. Who are they playing Monday? It's at the tip of my tongue. Golden State Warriors are playing Atlanta. Set. Iguodala already listed as out for tomorrow versus Rockets. Okay. Three by Stockton. There's a rebound. Easy rebound for JK. He brings it up just as you would in this modern NBA. 4 out of 5 guys can bring it up, sometimes 5. Oh, Doughton misses a bunny. He scored 33. Doughton did yesterday in the loss to Stockton, which is also a back-to-back for Santa Cruz. And everybody at one point was like, "Who's Jeff Doughton?" Or he played for us in the summer league. Pretty sure he was in Sacramento, and not sure if he was in Vegas. But Doughton, if a guy's scoring 33 in G League, then I think that's an interesting prospect for you to pick up. But I don't really nitpick on the moves that Bob Myers makes. I mean, all in all, Bob Myers, I think, is the best GM in basketball, which makes him the best GM on the planet. Anyways, let's scout Kuminga. I'm not going to worry about the score. There's a little crossover. Dribble there, pass to the corner. That's LJ Figueroa, misses, but Jordan Bell gets the rebound and dishes to LJ for an easy bucket. So good little attack by JK, who's now way out there defending his man. I'm not going to even look up these Stockton guys. It's like, we're not here to actually, oh my God, Jordan Bell almost lost the ball. He turns it into a corner 3 for LJ. Lucky JB. We're going to treat this like a summer league game where I'm just going to focus on Kuminga. Literally, I'm not even watching the ball. I'm just watching him wherever he is on the court. And then when he comes out of the game, we can discuss the chat. I'm gonna stay focused on him, not look at the comments until there's a break or he comes out. Little lob attempt to JB goes awry, and look at right there. Kuminga did not really hustle back on defense very hard there. Kind of fell asleep a little bit, but the Stockton player blew the layup. Now timeout by Seth Cooper, and I wonder if he's gonna. Looks like he's calling timeout just to talk about stuff. I wasn't pleased with JK's lack of aggressiveness getting back. And anyway, Seth Cooper is now arguing about a foul call that didn't get called, where it seemed like it was pretty obvious. Anyways, not going to worry about that stuff. Okay, Just look in the chat. What's up, Joseph? I'll just try and say hi to everybody if I didn't already hit you guys up. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Sore hip. No, actually. No, Andre will not play just for rest due to back-to-back. His sore hip. In fact, in Sacramento last week, a few games ago, Steve Kerr in the pregame actually said that Andre was good. It's just that they were being extra precautionary. The key word being precautionary. So that tells me that they probably could have played Andre even with that sore hip, but they decided to be extra cautious and just give him a day off. Why not, right? If you're going to have load management one of these days, just take it when he has a slightly sore hip. So we're back here, and well, they had the sideline reporter, so we didn't get to see the inbound, but Kuminga raw athleticism goes in for a layup. So we didn't get to see how he broke down the defense, but we saw the end of the layup. And you see him here switching on to the 5. So that's interesting. This guy looks like he's, at least 6'9", 6'10". Jordan comes in, JB comes in to help out, and he swats him, but gets called for the foul. They show the score, 9-7, Santa Cruz, 8:05 left. Again, I'm not going to really focus on the score, so don't even bother asking it in the comments. Like if you go, what's the score? Like you did at the preseason game inside Chase the other day. I'm not going to focus on the score today. So let's keep moving on the comments. Mm-hmm. Do you know where I can watch this live for free? G League Warriors website. Just go to Google it. I don't know what maybe it's SantaCruzWarriors.com. Maybe it isn't. It's weird. It's like NBA.com/Warriors/G League or something like that. But just Google Santa Cruz Warriors. They'll take you to the website, and then right there you click on the game day, big, today's game thing, and then it automatically brings up the game page, and from there you can click on watch. And I thought that was so convenient. Like, thank you. Like, finally they made it easy to watch, and it's on YouTube, so you should be able to search it on YouTube. Anyways, this guy misses the free throw, and I think it may have been a foul or something. Anyways, Kuminga might have been fouled on the rebound. Probably will not get credit for that rebound. They never give credit for the rebound. He just threw it away. Wanted to lob to Mawugbe, but it wasn't happening. But you know what I want to point out on that move is that JK is very unselfish, and I will, there he is, boxing out the 5. Good job. He didn't get the rebound, but he boxed out, and that was nice. Kuminga for 3, back iron. Not a bad shot. He was open. It was kind of deep, kind of a broken offensive play. And here comes Kuminga downhill, finds finds Doughton. So he's got an assist as well. As far as I can remember, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And I was going to say, with the rebounding on the fouls, when you get fouled on a rebound, like in the basketball league I used to run, we used to keep all the stats. I usually like to give the guy a rebound just for the hell of it. But technically, you don't get credit for the rebound when you're fouled getting it, unfortunately. But it's still a good play. I don't even know what player that is. Number 18, a lefty of Santa Cruz. All right, back to concentrating on JK here. Approaching 6 minutes, so we're halfway. And back to that free throw, I really like the G League rule where here's JK setting up a screen. He won't get credit for that, but kind of like a screen assist, off ball, catch and shoot for one of the Warriors. So now he's won't get the rebound. It's there because it goes out of bounds off the rim. Um, so he's playing well. So oh, Bobby Jackson is the head coach of the Stockton Kings. That's pretty cool. That's a win-win for everybody. Sacramento fans gotta love that. And Santa Cruz overall looks like a fun place. It's not a packed house as far as I can tell, but looks like a nice environment going on. I've been there before, and it really is actually pretty fun to watch a game, especially if now the free throws are just. That's my Uber Eats, believe it or not. Let me just text them and tell them to leave it outside. Sorry about that. Can you please leave the bag outside the gate? Thanks. I cannot come to the door. Okay, cool. So pretty soon you're going to see me eating because I don't care. I am starving. I was super tired. I took a nap from like 3 to 6:30. Okay, not much happening with Kuminga until now. He's on the left wing, hash mark. Nice crossover, another crossover. Oh, oh man. I love Kuminga at number 7. I'm so happy he dropped to us. Look at that athleticism. Come on, guys, show the replay one more time. I need to see it develop. They showed another angle, floor angle, and it was kind of late into the move. But wow. Did a crossover right to left, and then he crossed over after he made a step in. He made a crossover left to right, and so made the free throw. He gets 2-point credit for that. Timeout Bobby Jackson. We could look at the trajectory kind of like Giannis, I would think, but then again, they are different players. I think the reason why I want to make the Giannis comparison is because their steps, their Euro steps, are massive. Like if you looked around the league at all the Euro steps by every player, I would think Kuminga would be in the top 10. I was going to say top 5, but definitely top 10. And Giannis is certainly up there, possibly number 1 in the league with most deadliest Euro steps. Oh man, that's great. Let me take a break right here. I'll come right back. Let me get my food since it's a timeout. All right, sorry about that. Had to take a break there. Kuminga came out, so didn't really miss much in this. Basically, the scouting report of Kuminga. Let's check Twitter to see if there's a replay on that one. Excuse me. See if there's a replay. I don't see one, but why would they replay a trip to the free throw line? Come to think of it. So let's catch up in the comments. Oh, okay. What kind of contract is Iggy on? He's on a veterans minimum. So, and for Bob Myers to get him, to get Otto Porter and Nemanja Bjelica on minimum contracts is quite a haul. And I just hope they come back next year. I'm already looking towards next year. Let's go back and try and find Kevin Dana's tweets, because I want to see if Moses Moody took the drive down to Santa Cruz to support his buddy. Because after all, Kuminga drove down for Moody's assignment last week when Kuminga was injured. Let's see. Oh, it's on NBC Sports Bay Area as well. Let's see. Okay. I don't see any mention of Moody. Let's check his Instagram. Let's see. Okay. Moses Moody. Let's see if he's there. Oops. No indication. Okay. Steve Kerr in the house. I believe that's Nick Uren sitting next to him. Probably just an excited fan there sitting to Kerr's right. Okay, here we go. We look forward to Kuminga being ferocious when attacking the rim. Yeah, he's already ferocious. Yeah. ETA on Andre Iguodala. Monday, he'll play against Atlanta. So, I mean, you have to choose which back-to-back he's going to play, right? So I would choose, between Houston and Atlanta, let's have Andre play Atlanta. Guys, go to the Santa Cruz Warriors website and click on game day and then click on watch. And there's the stream for you. Should be on YouTube. Wish I could just copy the link on my Chromebook over to this laptop, which is a MacBook, but nope. Oh, there's Kuminga. He's back in and showing off some dribbling skills, but then gets picked, got doubled, and they dunk it on him. He good thing they didn't call a foul on Kuminga, so not a good play. And the obvious bad news is that not a good play, steal, breakaway, layup, turnover, steal, breakaway, layup. But the good news was he did display a little bit of skill dribbling the ball there, like a little behind the back, left to right, and not a lot of fours have that in the NBA. Here he is, rebound, going downhill, finish this, and he gets Now let's discuss this. He gets the call on the block. Number 9 of Stockton is mad. That's fine. He thought he was set. He wasn't set. But that's the thing is that I noticed in summer league, the thing about super athletic guys, which is another reason you should try and pick a super athletic guy in the draft when you can. Here he is posting up. He's doubled. Be careful, JK. Got to know when you're getting doubled. He looks a little bit more selfish tonight, which, you know, sometimes being selfish can be a good thing. Maybe they had a talk with him to say, hey, just go ahead and be more selfish. Because in the preseason game at Chase the other day, he was pretty deferential. So a Warrior shoots a 3, didn't even look at JK in the post there. So it looks like JK is a little bit more aggressive tonight. So here we go. They shoot an air ball. Here comes the Warriors. Kuminga on the right wing. Jordan Bell up top. Okay, now he's posting up. Right block. They double him, and he passes to the cutter. Great stuff. I mean, these are all just kind of basic things that you would hope that he would do. So he's just, you know, most freakishly athletic NBA players sometimes don't come with an IQ, you know, most times don't. JK, I think he's showing that A, he's unselfish, and B, he'll make the right play most times. So now this is probably the last shot. So they call a 1-4 spread and get a 3 out of it from LJ Figueroa. Santa Cruz is coming out hot in this first quarter, 35-22, 35 points. Not bad. They'll get another chance at it here. 15 seconds to go. Let's see what they run. Seth says, give it to Kuminga. That's pretty cool. And he easily passes his guy, but then gets doubled again. I think if we watch the replay, Jordan Bell might have been open for the dump off. And they call it a clean block. He wanted a foul. So nice little start for Kuminga. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool, everybody's here. Got my standard dislike from somebody on either on one of my haters. Everyone that we have gonna get that dislike. But actually, I find it kind of funny because someone would actually go out of their way to dislike me every single time. That's a psychopath out there. That's the definition of a psychopath. And it'll come around. I won't be there when it comes around, but karma has a funny way of rearing its ugly head. Actually, karma's good. So rearing its head, just in general. So now during the timeout and a lull in the chat, I'm going to go to Instagram and post my link there. So hang tight while I do that. Cool. Okay. If you guys have any questions about the Golden State Warriors, go ahead and ask them in the comments. You know, we had a couple like automatically go on the social. Looks like JK is going to start the second quarter. Man, he's racking up some minutes. And I got some just automatic negativity. And I would just implore people to try and do the opposite, like flip it on its head, flip social media on its head, bring positivity and comment positive stuff. I'll tell you what those two negative things were next break. Okay. So here we go. Kuminga out there. Okay, he gets the inbound, hands it off back. And Caleb Ledoux, lefty shooter, hits a three. We're up by 16 early. I mean, we're definitely the better team. It's a matter of, can we sustain this? Okay, so rebound on the missed layup, outlet to Kuminga. He brings it up, dishes it off. Gets it back, right wing, pull-up jumper, no good. Nice play. He's defending the post now against the bigger five. That did a good job. Huh. Isaiah Ross accidentally tipped the ball on the rebound into the Stockton hoop. Anyways, dribble handoff to JK, screen back to him on the right side, and there's the athleticism. Hesitation, right hand, rise with the left. Nobody on the floor can keep up with him because he's so athletic. Love it. JK rebound. Here we go. Outlet. He's trailing the play. Now he sets the screen for the right wing. That's not a good shot by Isaiah Ross. Could have flipped it back to the weak side. And a pull-up three. Kuminga is there to close out. Missed it. Stockton did. Here's Kuminga, right wing again. Turns around, posts up, but the ball gets swung. He's in the right corner now, and nothing doing on the three by Ledoux. Gets back on defense, rebound, go. Oh, nice crossover. Go, JK's downhill. They have to, the poor dude has to like throw his body in front of him, and there he should have done the Euro, I thought, right there. But it's just always fun to see him just go downhill. And his ability to go downhill right there, made the wrong read, should have went up and swatted that one, didn't know who was behind him. So that's a couple of times a little bit of a lapse on defense that we've seen from JK, but he's like a firecracker. I mean, any moment he can explode with his athleticism. That's why I love watching him, and that's why, I mean, I'm put it this way, no knock on Moody, but if it was Moody being sent down tonight and not Kuminga for whatever reason, I wouldn't have done this live commentary. But the fact that it's JK, it's like, you just never know what's going to happen. And that's the NBA for you, right? The entertainment side of it. So let me finish up this Instagram post, and I'll catch up to you guys in the comments. But I think there's a lot to be excited about Kuminga, and this is definitely a competitive advantage for the Warriors to have the Santa Cruz Warriors so close by, to just be able to send them down to these games and just automatically have some reps for JK. So hang tight with me. Live commentary of Kuminga's performance tonight for Santa Cruz Warriors. Okay, we're back. Kuminga's still in there. I was not successful in posting my Instagram post. Here's Kuminga left side, attacks left, pretty good defense. But look, he's already attracting so much attention from the Stockton Kings that they get called for a defensive 3-second violation. And Seth Cooper's now talking to JK. I wonder what they're saying. That'll be something for me to remember for the post game. Are you going to get this from other reporters? You see, this is why I do what I do. Just the little, I love basketball. That's why. And Seth takes him out now. So that's about 9 minutes in the second quarter. Am I going to remember this for the post-game Zoom? I hope so. I'd love to know what he told him exactly, because that was a situation where JK attacked on the left side. The guy covering him did a pretty good job. So maybe you got to read and go, okay, he stopped me. Time to move the ball. Maybe he's that 0.5 seconds late on that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Seth definitely saw something. And A, took him out, but also B, had a talk with him about it. So I am still posting my link on Instagram. So hang tight. Appreciate your patience. There we go. Let's put a little GIF of Stephen Curry. Is it GIF or GIF? My brain always says GIF, and then somebody told me it's GIF. So, but my brain always thinks GIF when I read it. Anyways, boom. Send to stories. There we go. Stories take a while to load, man. It's kind of annoying. Okay, or to post. Let's see. Dun, dun. Hold on. Okay. Thanks for waiting, folks. Okay, it's nice to see Jordan Bell out there. It's good insurance on our good insurance at the 5, just in case something happens to our roster. And we had a pretty good discussion on our private Discord tonight or earlier this afternoon about having, a center. I mean, Gary Payton playing the way he's been playing as the 15th roster spot, I think that pretty much wins the argument of Bob Myers not going out and getting a center, right? JK's back in. Man, a lot of minutes from tonight. It's great. I'm jazzed about this. Speaking of jazz, Eric Paschall is getting a lot of minutes for Utah, according to our friends in the private Discord. Again, you can access our private Discord if you are a subscriber, a paid subscriber on our website. So, FYI. JB traveled. And that's really the knock on JB is he's just kind of got that limited skill set. And that's right there is an example of usually when you have that raw athleticism, it doesn't come with the high IQ or medium IQ. Not that JB is a dumb player or anything. I'm just saying that just skill wise, it's not quite there. But JK does have a baseline of skills that is pretty darn impressive in terms of potential ceiling. And also, I mean, when you're playing on the same Ignite team as Jalen Green, everybody knows Jalen Green is the number one option. So that's probably why Kuminga just really hasn't gotten a whole lot of reps, even on Ignite, in terms of utilizing his full skill set. So far, nothing really to report on his play here, returning in the second quarter. But I'm going to stay focused on this. And problem with the chat is sometimes you get lost in the chat depending how long it gets. And there might be some issue going on in there that just is draws you in and doesn't let you go. That's social media for you. So we're at a free throw right now. The lead is down to 7. So be careful, SCW. They do a press on us. JK dishes it off to Bell, who dishes it off to Eddie Stansberry. By the way, I actually know Eddie Stansberry, his AAU coach, middle school AAU coach. And Eddie's from the Bay, born in San Francisco, went to Archbishop Reardon High School. And a little tidbit here, the weird thing about it all is that he was drafted 7th overall in the G League last month. And the Texas Legends then waived him. And the Warriors picked him off waivers. And it's just weird to draft a guy at number 7, then waive him. So I'm thinking maybe the Texas Legends owed the Warriors a favor. I wonder. Because the Warriors going out and getting Eddie Stansberry and keeping him in the Bay and, are nearby. That's another potential feel-good story, as we have seen with Juan Toscano Anderson, obviously. So maybe I'll ask Seth tonight about that if I remember. I don't want to be like super diehard reporter and take all these notes that I'm supposed to take as if I were employed by The Athletic. Why? Because I'm not employed by The Athletic. So I'm not going to do all of that journalist stuff. I'm just going to take myself wherever my passion leads me to. JK will get an easy assist there as the guy drained a 3. I think it was Downton, but I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm wrong about that. But maybe we should check his stats just for the hell of it, even though, I'm not really a stats guy. I just like to watch the game and enjoy the game for what it is. Santa Cruz Warriors. Always got to Google it. Never remember, because it's santacruz.gleague.nba.com. No, thank you. Cannot remember that. Enter site, game day, box score. Kuminga 2 for 4. What is that? Plus minus of 5. 5 rebounds, 3 assists already. Impressive. 2 turnovers though. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists first half. That's pretty good. Now, if he gets to 10 rebounds by the end of this, that's a success. Like, that means you did the fundamental stuff that you were supposed to do impressively. In fact, the 3 assists probably already is a benchmark that we can be very happy about, and it's only been 1 half. He hasn't been doing much. Here's Doughton. Now he has the ball, just decides to shoot it. Good. 3-pointer. I wonder what his 3-point percentage is combined, because I don't recall him missing. He's like combined, 4 for his last probably 7 on threes in both the NBA and G League. Someone do a stat search on that. Where's my guy Leppy from the Discord? Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm glad halftime's coming up because I need to eat. My stomach is literally growling right now. Let's see. Don't look at the chat yet. Here we go. Sideline out of bounds. Let's look at the Seth Cooper inbound. Actually, the Golden State Warriors probably run this play. Kuminga's on the opposite. Okay, nothing. This is Jordan Bell entry pass. Okay, another pass screen, nothing doing. Flare out to the corner. Okay, bad pass by Ledoux. Here we go. Kuminga gets back on defense. Oh, massive swat. That guy didn't know JK was coming. I mean, duh. I mean, man. It's just so exciting to watch Jonathan, man. I love it. I love it. Golly, he's so athletic. It was a double-handed swat. Next time, just grab that thing, just grab it. JK. Ooh, JK. I love it. See now, Rebecca. Oh, hold on. Pretty good dribbling skills there. Then almost throws it away. But again, it's the recognition of the double team. Maybe a split second if you can recognize that coming. So that's the bad news. The good news again is that he's actually displaying some pretty good ball handling skills. I mean, not to compare him to an all-time great, but what was what was the trajectory of Kobe Bryant's ball handling? I'm sure he came into the league as a guard with pretty damn good skills, but just gets better and better over time. So it's good to see that JK has pretty nice skill set level of a foundation, and maybe the foundation is a little higher than we thought from before, which we wouldn't really know because he's not getting the reps in the NBA. We don't get to watch practice, and when we do get to watch, there's a good stop of the ball there on the in transition. So when we do get to watch practice, it's always them shooting around, so you don't get to see them do any dribbling, or we don't get to watch scrimmages and stuff. And those reasons are pretty obvious. Why would the Golden State Warriors let reporters watch a scrimmage? We're going to report on everything, and then you can be a little too judgy of people in a scrimmage. You should definitely be more judgy of people from their actual performances in real life NBA games rather than workouts or scrimmages. So it's understandable that if you were running a team that you wouldn't let reporters or anybody see your practices, because you're running plays and stuff. And I only mention this because I actually get asked that a lot by people. So let's go into the chat. I see Anthony's here. So I got to say hello because he's a loyal. God, 51 people watching now. Awesome. Splash that like button, people. Good to see you, Anthony. Everyone, please splash that like button. Thanks. Look at us. 40, 50 of us diehard people that will tune in to a freaking Santa Cruz game, G League game, to watch one guy. That's the love that we all have here tonight. And it's kind of cool that we actually got double the amount of people than we normally have on streams. It's awesome. Okay. Let's see. Thank you for all the people that are helping out the other people that don't know where to watch the game. I wish I had the direct link. I should just let me put the link here. How did I do this? Oh, here we go. Boom. So they're coming back from the break. Let me hurry up and do here's the game link. Click on watch. Boom. There you guys go. Okay, we're back. Kuminga's guarding the dude on the right wing, getting in tight on him with the little, I like that aggressiveness. Defensive 3 seconds on Santa Cruz. I got to give a shout out to Heisen. I'm way behind on the chat, obviously. Sorry, guys. Man, I love this. I just love this. We had like 750. I think it got nearly 800 concurrents on the preseason game. What was it? 3 days ago, or whatever it was at Chase Center. I mean, that was so exciting. Like, look at us diehards coming out of the woodwork. All right, JK brings it up. Left side, dishes it off. Nice cut. Mawigbe, bad pass. Oh, that guy wanted to dunk it on Mawigbe. Anyways, let's move on. We're here for JK. That's my now JK is giving Mawugbe some fundamental lessons on how to pivot and stuff. Interesting. All right, JK. I didn't know he had that leadership quality. I mean, this is a 19-year-old telling another guy, granted, Mawugbe is the least skilled guy on the floor. That's fine. But that's a pretty neat thing of Jonathan that did not know he had or wanted to do. Here he goes. Dribble up top, little lefty dribble. Good to see the ability to go with the lefty. Now the guy's up in his face, gets doubled again. He didn't lose the ball. I'm just saying, I didn't know Jonathan had this confidence of handling the ball. And, the baseline foundation of his skill set was a little tiny bit higher than I thought it was. And that's very exciting to me because we're really looking out a couple years from now, right? It's exciting to see where this can take us. And it's exciting to be on here with you guys because we were here. In 2 years, 3 years, he does something where, here he goes downhill, finds the guy. Every time JK gets downhill, it's like, pay attention, what's going to happen? And you might as well rename this whole stream to Jonathan Kuminga Love Fest because that's what it is. And I make no apologies for that. This is basically a Jonathan Kuminga Love Fest. So I guess Stockton's in the penalty. So JK drew a foul. Let's look at a shooting stroke right here closely at the line. Hopefully they'll show it. Don't show the close up. It's pretty darn good, isn't it? Like, I mean, coming into the league, how many 6'8" guys have a shooting stroke like that? That alone, I mean, he's in the upper half. Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Next time Jonathan goes to Santa Cruz, I got to go in person just for that. He did a windmill dunk after the foul call. I wish they hadn't called. Oh, my God. Woo. It's free throws for LJ, but man, right there, price of admission, right? Which is free to come on this live chat with you guys to witness that. I haven't even looked at the chat. Oh my God. I am so happy we picked him at number 7 and didn't do nothing stupid. Look at him. They have to double every time Stockton is doubling. Oh, we tried to. I wasn't paying attention to the shot clock. I don't know if that was a shot or a lob to Mawugbe. The bad news was that it was a lob that didn't happen. The good news was that it was actually pretty close to happening. Oh man, this is so exciting to watch JK. I'm just Mawugbe with basically the G League center miss at the rim. You know, we were at one time wondering, is Mawugbe possibly the other two-way? But I think Gary Payton has shown that the 15th spot deservedly went to a non-center, a playmaker type. And that's the new NBA for you. I'm watching JK intently there. Nothing doing on the whole thing. Buzzer sounds. I can now catch up with you guys on the chat. Let's take a quick look at the stats in case you don't have access to it. Kuminga with, is this updated? Let me refresh. 9 points, 3 for 6, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. I don't know, man. I would have wanted to go to Santa Cruz just to see that dunk that didn't happen in actual real time. There's Anthony Mann, one of our assistant coaches there, heavily coaching Doughton and Mawugbe right there. Good stuff to see. Always positive stuff. I mean, these are all great guys to have. Look at Seth Cooper, put his arm around Jeff Doughton. You know, that's what we do here. We diehards, we look for that cultural stuff. And I love it. It just pervades throughout the Warriors culture. And you look at the crap that's happening with the 76ers, with the Phoenix Suns. What's next? They had a thing with Neil O'Shea out of the Portland Trailblazers. I mean, that's kind of par for the course in just in professional sports leagues. And for us to have this rock solid, tight-knit culture going top to bottom, you know, this guy Anthony Mann has been with Santa Cruz for years. You don't hear any disruptions. You don't hear no complaining on his Instagram. He's having fun out there. You know, they don't get paid a lot. And you just got to love the culture. So anyways, Jonathan Kuminga, 3 for 6, 1 for 2 on threes, +6. Highest guy is +11, Jordan Bell and LJ. And then Eddie Stansberry happens to be a +9. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block shot. So 9, 5, 3 in 1 half of play. Let us go to the chat. Oh, God. So awesome. Is the G League a little too physically unchallenging for JK? Who cares? You know, it's kind of like, I don't know, a young star in AAU going back to play, you know, who has super high potential, going back to play against, you know, 9th graders and kind of dominating. You know, it's good sometimes to just go down one level and remember that you were the man at that level. It's kind of like when, okay, little self-promotion here. It's kind of like when when I ran my basketball league and I had different divisions, and then I played my game in the top division and it was a tight fought game. And then I used to always play like 2 games in a day, right? Just get the full experience. This was obviously when I had the energy and I was young enough to do so. And then you play that second game in a lower division, and like it was just so much more fun, and like you just mess around, and I think this type of stuff, having a G League team, Lacob being able to have a G League preseason game in the same building, which according to Raymond Ritter has happened like 58 times, which Steve Kerr said on the pregame Zoom. So that's official. Like it's happened 58 times before where a player plays for the G League team and then plays for the NBA team the same day. But have they done that in the same arena? I bet you that's like, less than half of the 58 times. And for Joe Lacob to have that power to like be able to have your guy not even change buildings to play in the G League game, that's amazing. We got Steve Kerr here on the halftime. I'm going to turn this up.
What'd you see out of the rookie in the first half? Well, it's great for him to be here. He needs all the playing time he can get. And
nice jacket there, Steve.
And it's so fun to see him out.
Hopefully
here.
You can hear that.
He just needs reps. He's big, strong. He's got a good feel.
You know what I'm going to do?
I'm
going to take a restroom break while we do this, or right when he's over with.
Anything in particular you want to see from him down here when you're talking to him about his time here in Santa Cruz?
I think the biggest thing for young guys is to understand how hard you have to play, like every single play. At that age, it's hard to really understand just what that means. It means sprinting the floor both ways over and over.
If you can't hear it,
and it's tiring.
Steve's talking about sprinting the play.
For a guy like him who's been able to dominate with his size,
just sprint all the time.
For the last few years, you don't really understand what you're capable of. So he just needs to understand what he's physically capable of, which is really being a physical marvel out there over and over again.
You must have enjoyed that chase down the lock he had. Yeah,
perfect example. Right? He can make plays like that over and over again if he's going full bore the whole time. But all young guys have to learn that lesson, and that's the whole point of him being here.
Well, Jonathan's but one of many rookies and younger guys that you've had come down to Santa Cruz. Jordan Bull, go back to Damian Jones, Kevon Looney. The list goes on and on. We see Moses Moody here for an exhibition game. How much has the Santa Cruz outfit kind of helped you and your coaching staff?
Oh my gosh, it's been such a great franchise. It's been such a great dynamic for the Golden State Warriors because we've developed players, coaches, training staff. It's to the point now where there's so much synergy. Literally every technology that this team is using here, we're using in Golden State. So when Jonathan comes down, there's nothing he's not going to know. If they call it out of bounds play, it's the same stuff we're running. Now we've been more and more connected. And I think the pipeline that's now happening is at many levels, not just player-wise, but coaching and training staff, as I mentioned. So it's been a fantastic relationship.
Damian Lee, Juan Scott, two guys who have done great things in Santa Cruz uniform, and then of course now with Golden State, key members of the rotation. Another guy with Santa Cruz, but he has experience in the G League. Are you starting to run out of things to say about him? About how well he's playing?
Yeah, I mean, Gary has been so.
Talking about Gary Payton now. Hopefully you can hear that. I'm just trying to catch up on the comments.
part of the rotation so far this year. And really over the last couple of years, both guys have made some significant contributions. So before that, Quinn Cook.
I don't know. I guess there's a debate. Does JK know how to land or not? I mean, I don't know. I think probably.
We're excited this year. We're going to have, Moses Moody will be here. And Jeff Dalton is a really nice prospect as well. So we're very excited.
Coach, we'll get you out here on stage to talk about the players. What's it like to see your son be on the coaching staff here today?
Yeah, it's fun. He's got a lot of responsibility here. He's been with us at Golden State the last couple of years, but he's had to step up the responsibility in terms of game planning and, part of the bench responsibility. So great experience for him too.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Thanks for coming down to Santa Cruz. Good second half.
Great to be here. We love Santa Cruz.
State Warriors head coach.
Okay.
We'll take a break, come back, and we'll look at the version.
They'll take a break, and I will have to take a break, restroom break. Sorry about that. Be right back. Keep going in the chat. I'll catch up. All right, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. And I was just, thinking that this chat right here, this is like 2007 all over again. I was thinking back, like with Twitter, I was one of the first to live tweet games on Twitter. I was like Marco Bellinelli in Summer League Vegas, and I was crazy about Bellinelli. Now that fizzled out because Nelly is so tough on rookies and ruined his psyche. But I was thinking, did I really live tweet in 2007? And then I was thinking, well, I definitely live tweeted Jeremy Lin in 2009. There's no question that I did that. And if you were there when I did that, much respect for doing that, because I even bought a special DirecTV package to follow Jeremy Lin and all that. And I definitely live tweeted every single game. You can look it up on on Twitter. So that was 2009. And here we are, 2021. And actually, we started these live commentaries in 2020. And I just feel like we're blazing a new path again. Most of you know that I just don't like Twitter anymore. It's just become a cesspool of negativity. And, we've seen that with Donald Trump even. So, I mean, it's no surprise. So I feel lucky that we were able to find a new platform to enjoy what we enjoy here. And I just feel like this is the start of something really cool going forward, especially when we have, 42 people watching. That's pretty neat. Back in the day, I'll bet you there weren't, 42 people seeing my live tweets. And this is just so much more enjoyable. But here we go. Okay, so as far as the debate of whether or not JK lands properly, well, looking at it optimistically, because I just have this penchant for looking at things half glass full. The good news is that we have the world's best trainers on the Warriors staff, number one. So you'd think that they would let him know if he was actually, landing improperly. And the second thing is that, well, he hasn't sprained an ankle yet on a land. So maybe it's okay. But now that I say that, I'm thinking back to I think I actually didn't see the knee injury, but there was something else. I think there was an ankle during Vegas Summer League. So I don't really know, but at least I have the confidence, and we should all have the confidence that we have the world's best trainers on the staff, and so should be okay. Does his shooting have some problem? No, I don't think so. I remarked about that probably after you posted that comment. According to the previous JK3's practice, I don't know. Actually, when I film those practices, oftentimes I actually don't get to watch the film after, just don't have time. So I just got to quickly see what I see. And the ball's going in. I mean, someone go look it up. Like, how many threes has he made in the NBA and with Santa Cruz, including the preseason game? Because I showed the box score at the end of that game. I know he made one, at least one. I think his shooting percentage is actually pretty good. Pretty impressive to just get out there and, shoot your first shot. And it seems like his first shot always goes in. Two-handed dunk on the gravity play for Kuminga. But that's just Seth Cooper out coaching Bobby Jackson to go, hey, look, they're putting a lot of attention on you, JK, and they're reading our play. So let's do the extra option on that one play to get JK the dunk. So here he's trying to box out the Stockton 5 and just gets called for it. Now Jordan Bell is covering that guy. So JK still gets to cover their power forward. Good help. Oh, he'll get called for a foul. I wonder what Seth is saying right there. There's no camera angle to see what Seth is saying. Looks like Seth is saying that shouldn't be a foul. I don't know. I couldn't see it. Not too bothered by it. Seth is having a discussion with the ref. We move on. But back to, I forgot to say earlier on, someone remind me to talk about why Steph doesn't get fouls and JK. Here we go. Jordan Bell gets the call. Now I can talk about that. JK seems to get a lot of calls on offense. At least it seemed like during Vegas Summer League. And I got to thinking, why is he always getting the calls? Well, first of all, he's super athletic and 6'7". So I just think it's human nature for a ref. Like if I gave you a whistle and I said, go ref this game, you would probably give a guy like Kuminga more of the calls, just because he's gets vertical in the air and he's flying in the air more times than not. Whereas with Steph, he's like closer to the ground. You can't really see him through all the thicket of people, and he just doesn't get the calls. So that's the flip side. So the bad part with Steph is that he doesn't get calls, but at least now we have a guy that's probably going to get more calls. I'm still way behind in the chat, so I'll get to you. But Kuminga, rebound. Got to keep an eye on that stat line for tonight. I think that's 6 or 7 rebounds. What a pass. See? You see? I don't think Russell Westbrook has that. Honestly, I don't think he does. What Westbrook does have is the super athleticism that gets him to the rim. But as far as him ever being taught how to get out of that kind of tunnel vision, I just don't think it's happening for the guy, even though he's probably the most elite player of all time as far as a point guard is concerned, to get to the rim, right? So credit Westbrook with that. But on the flip side, he can't see the play like that JK can. But I never wanted to mention Kuminga and Westbrook in the same sentence, so let's move on. Doughton gets a foul call, and you can see here again the G League rule of having just one free throw is a godsend, because who wants to watch Jeff Doughton shoot 2 free throws? Let's sneak a look in the chat. Let's see here. Oh, when does Clay and James Wiseman come back? Well, Clay, I think, is coming back probably in the beginning of January, but we don't really know, right? We got to just baby steps. Like, is he even scrimmaging yet? So once he starts scrimmaging, then we can kind of, bug Steve Kerr about that. But then it really just comes down to Rick Celebrini and the day-to-day analysis from a trainer of that. Okay, here we go. Stockton's center gets it. And here is the inbound goes to Kuminga. So they have JK bringing up the ball. Maybe something I can remember to ask Seth Cooper after the game. Okay, nothing happening on the weak side for Kuminga there. So Clay, I think we got to temper our expectations January. And again, I know you guys, everybody except Anthony watches all of our lives. So I've been saying that Seth Cooper timeout. We are up 14. He is mad at LJ. Shout out Seth, man. It's not an easy job to be G League coach, but he's perfect for this role. And he gives LJ some tough love right there. What was I going to say? When does Clay come back? So I was thinking January, because they had originally leaked out that they were hoping he'd come back by Christmas. So you always kind of adjust your estimate to be worse than it was before. So now I'm thinking January. Well, who knows, really? Clay doesn't even know, right? James Wiseman. Well, he was cleared to play in 5-on-5 in practices, not 5-on-5s. He was cleared for practices, hasn't scrimmaged yet, and I guess we will ask Steve Kerr every week whether or not James is scrimmaging or not, because that's the key. And again, it's day to day and it's baby steps. So just be patient. And I would say we're already November 6th. I would say it's going to take at least 2 weeks to get the conditioning. So it could be late November, first week of December. Thanks, Anthony, for holding up the fort on the chat there. Exactly what I said, basically. Yep. Just what I talked about, Anthony. We are thinking the same thing. Giannis' ability to get foul calls and stuff like that. Cool to see you guys talk about. And there's another, wow, we missed the dunk. But there's another Warriors play where it's you kind of lull the defense into thinking you're running another dribble handoff, but then you don't. And that's awesome to see the read and react. Seth gives him a pat on the butt for the missed dunk. That's okay. It's okay, 19-year-old. And really, it's okay. It literally is like you miss a dunk in G League. Who cares? Okay, left side. They come to double him a lot. Now he dribbles all the way to the right side, just like Kobe Bryant offense or something. And he actually throws the ball away, but Jordan Bell picks up the loose ball, dunks it. So that was actually a turnover by Jonathan. So not the best possession there for Jonathan. But look, the kid is 19. When you were 19 and you were playing ball, did you know when to dribble, pass, and shoot? It's not that easy at that age. And I think we're okay here. The trajectory is still there. So a lot of weak side movement here for JK, not a whole lot going on. It's like practically being forgotten on offense here, guys. But what do you expect? It's the G League, and they don't have a lot of a lot of talent that demands their attention, that then they swing the ball. So there's a little problem with the Santa Cruz team in not being really able to swing the ball from side to side. Turnover by Jordan Bell. Now I'm catching up to the Kuminga closeout. Guy misses, run the floor. Oh, it's the alley-oop is way too late. Like you had to see that before, but if that was Steph Curry, might have been there. Might have been there. And that's the problem with G League, but it's okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm just flying through some of these comments. I appreciate everybody just discussing whatever they're discussing. Some of it, if I don't totally understand what you're asking, I'm just skipping it. There's Stockton hit a 3, so now they're down by 9. Kuminga's like, let's go. Good to see the emotion. Pulls up, bad shot. Wasn't there, he bricked it. It's not really what you should be doing right now, but okay, just don't mess that up again, hopefully. Little sloppy, very sloppy. The other guys turn the ball over. Oh my gosh. Reconnect is our negative Nancy tonight. If you watched my preseason stream from 3 days ago, Reconnect, you will see that JK was super unselfish. I think I'm going to go ahead and ask Seth tonight, hopefully, if I remember, or the dynamics are right for me to ask it. Is he being more aggressive tonight? So if you had watched the preseason game, you would have seen him be a little almost too unselfish that game. Oh boy. We're analyzing how Jonathan Kuminga dunks and then when he lets go of the rim. I mean, are you serious? Oh God. That's too nitpicky. But anyway, I don't expect like perfect comments in the chat, so it's all good. Like, I'm not going to tear you down or anything. But if there is negativity out there and it comes onto our chat, sometimes I get into it. Okay. JK's hustling back. Look at that hustle back. Good job running back on defense. Well, Rick Connect, I think, I mean, the bottom line is Jonathan on track? I think he's on track. Hey, pretty good defense there. I thought it could have been a foul, but they didn't call it. And he did a big step, again, gets a foul call. So I think there's way more to be happy about Jonathan than these other little things that, quite frankly, are being brought up. He needs more time to survey than the curse system is designed. I mean, yeah, that's not a huge revelation. It's the reason why Moody is getting more time than him, but you can't have it all. If Moody and Jonathan came in one package, he'd be like the #1 pick of the draft, right? So everyone's going to have their weaknesses, and I just don't see any glaring weaknesses for Jonathan. And swing by Jonathan there. Nothing doing. If it was Cade Cunningham in Kerr's system, he might have the same problem. But as the forces of the universe lead us, there was not a situation where we had to decide whether or not we should have Cade Cunningham join the Warriors. That would have been a tough thing to integrate him in, right? So kind of got lucky in that we got a #7 pick that isn't going to draw the assumption that he should be playing all the time, say in a curve system. That would have been possibly a difficult thing to get through. Now, JK has been playing a lot, and he, oh my gosh, missed another dunk. Jonathan was coming downhill weak side so quickly that we didn't even see the camera angle for it. He misses another dunk. I mean, no big deal. It's like, yeah, in a real game, that's bad. Like, okay, like, and this is with all due respect to Santa Cruz Warriors fans, but us losing this game because of missed dunks is not an issue. Like, who cares? Like, we don't care who wins this game, although we want it to be in the context of Kuminga's competitiveness. So there's that. But I am just not worried about missed dunks. But Seth is talking to him. Hey, guess what Seth told him? Shrug. Just don't get down on yourself about a missed dunk, right? Yeah, it's embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think, oh, now he's telling him maybe you want to go with 2 hands on the dunk. I love this. I love this. Whoever hired Seth Cooper, give that guy a pat on the back. In fact, I've seen Seth really up close, and he's fantastic. He is really fantastic. Where do they find these guys? They found Dejan Milojevic out of Serbia, and the talk on that, according to Steve, was that we had people already knowing that Daeyeon would possibly be a good coach for the Warriors. So we have, you know, scouts looking at coaches even, which is amazing. And another very good sign that that Warriors Twitter won't tell you about. They won't tell you to be happy about that, because they're all about concocting entertainment out of negativity. Let's put it that way. But enough about them. Let's talk about this. Let's go. Where are we? I love Anthony's comment. JK is 6'8", court vision, definitely different from a guard who never thinks. That's Westbrook for you. Wow. Thanks for the update. Next up, Lakers currently down 20. I don't think LeBron's playing, is he? I think he's injured, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Do you think the system will change if we have Kuminga, Moody, Wiseman, Poole, and how it affects current coaching staff? No, I don't think it'll change. It might be adjusted a little depending on how good Wiseman is, because Wiseman at the 5 can be a game changer. But yeah, I do see Steve Kerr staying with us as long as, you know, Greg Popovich is with the Spurs, who, by the way, is going to retire. By the way, there's an awesome video of Manu Ginobili out there from Spurs. So go to @Spurs and you'll see an awesome video of Manu Ginobili today doing an ad hoc speech for the city of San Antonio. But yeah, nice comment there. If anything, Kerr's system will make things easier for him. Yeah. You know, it's just hard for me to worry about things that are 3-4 years out. One of the other things to worry about is how are we going to be able to pay all these guys later on? Now, 2024, chances are the cap goes up, so we don't have to worry about that, which then is kind of a repeat of 2016, when maybe like people have been saying, oh, trade for Ben Simmons. Well, we can just pick up Ben Simmons as a free agent in 2025, maybe, depending on the cap. But like all this stuff is so far out. Like I don't worry about the stuff that you can worry about 3 or 4 years out. There's Eddie Stansberry. He's back in. As long as he's open to learning. Yeah, I think JK is open to learning. Seems that way. And yeah, look at how Poole looked in year 1. Okay, he grew up admiring Kobe. Yeah, cool. Nice comments out there. Yeah, my bad. Reconnect. You are definitely not a negative guy. Proving it. Hey, Eddie Stansberry for 3. Good. So solid. I mean, sometimes I gotta admit my own faults. Twitter got me so negative on being negative that sometimes I'm negative. I've already paid the price a lot on Twitter. Had a lot of character assassinations out there. But I think it's for the people making the character assassinations, I think it's kind of a sad mark in their lives, because go look at Sylvester Stallone's famous Instagram. We got a timeout here, where he says, the biggest thing that I've learned that I want to tell you guys is about time. And he flips that into not being bitter. So I'm trying to work on that myself. Like, I don't want to be bitter at the people who are bitter, because there's really no time to be bitter. But it's hard, because I used to be like in pickup games and amateur recreational leagues and even high school. I used to be like Draymond. Like if you talk smack to me, I'm going to want to make the next bucket and talk smack right back to you. Kind of like KD. Wasn't as good as KD, relatively speaking, obviously. But that's when you guys wonder why KD is the way he is on social media. It's because he's treating it like a basketball game, just like I sometimes do, to my fault. Why is that very risky and potentially can backfire in your face? It's because people on Twitter don't know a thing about basketball, a lot of them. So they wouldn't abide by the same unwritten rules. And they often don't. They say anything without consequence. So they're just try not to be bitter. And I'm really happy to see that our 49, 50, 51 people watching now all seem to be, generally speaking, non-bitter people. And same with the people in the chat. All right. Kuminga's back in. Man, he's getting a lot of playing time. Unlike a few days ago, it was didn't seem like the attention was given to Kuminga, but tonight seems like it. Let's see. Okay, as long as Kurt understands that Kuminga's having to deal with changing his role. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Kuminga's back in. He's on the weak side, guarding on the wing. By the way, we're up 7, so it's a nice closeout on the top of the three-pointer. Wasn't his man. Nice closeout by JK. A lot to be happy about. Okay, at this point, I'm just waiting for another firecracker to explode from JK. I'm getting tired here. 1:24 left in the third. Almost wish G League games would be 3 quarters. Sorry to throw G League under the bus there. Maybe I'm just hungry and oh, here we go. Right wing, one-on-one. That's a long 2-pointer that goes in and out. That was a very Kobe-like offensive sequence for JK. I kind of don't like it, honestly, if I'm being honest. Like, just run the offense and, you can do that anytime you want. You know what I mean? Like, do that in 5-on-5 scrimmages and stuff. So I'm actually going to say something negative about JK there. But I'm again really thankful of that. Was a long 2. He wasn't even beyond the 3-point line at that. As they show the replay, Jordan Bell got the rebound putback, by the way. But again, we're focused on JK here. This is basically a scouting video, real time of him. He's guarding the inbound. Nice long arms to disrupt the guy. And he's tough on defense. Like, he puts a little forearm in your chest. Get away with some of that. That's the one thing I never used to do because I didn't like it doing on me, but it's something you should do if you can get away with it, is the little bit of extra physicality. Okay, fast break for Stockton. Jonathan's the only guy back, and he turned away from, okay, here's some criticism. He turned away from the contact number 1. You got to be more like Giannis there, right? Like, yo, you're not scoring this layup on me, right? I'm way taller than you. No chance. And secondly, the other bad thing, he went and it seemed like he was blaming somebody else. Yes, that wasn't your man coming down. Yes, somebody lost him, but don't play the blame game. So all of a sudden, I'm criticizing JK left and right. Anyways, last play here, 15 seconds. Right side ISO, he gets a double pick. Nice little hezzy lefty drive. He gets double teamed again. They don't know what to do. It's all good. Just a broken play. JK is now telling LJ what to do. Just play, man. You're 19. Don't piss anybody off. That's my advice to JK. Don't piss off LJ. LJ's most likely older than him, right? You don't want to like have people think of you as thinking of yourself as the man, which he is, but then again, try not to be too much of that. That's my advice. I don't know what's being said exactly, so I could be wrong. Maybe it is constructive criticism and good stuff. But I mean, you can't make judgments based off of one game, right? You see this more and more. But the flip side of that, the good news is that he's being more talkative. Back in the day, when obviously Kobe did this, Michael Jordan did this, not to compare him against, GOATs, because there's nothing here to show us that Kuminga is going to be an eventual GOAT. Let's not even go there. But not to compare that, but still, those were thought of as positive attributes of Kobe and Michael, their ability to just grab the bull by its horns, no pun intended, and just really be a vocal leader, whether you liked it or not. So maybe that's a good thing. Okay, look at the comment. I happen to still have the link copied in my computer here, so send that to you. Ren Q. Is Jeff Doughton good? I don't know. Like, seems like it. Seems like he is. Seems like he is. Well, I don't want to say he's worthy of a two-way, but someone gave him a two-way contract. Bob Myers did. So you figure he's got to be good. Good is a very general term. Nice input by Roland. JK is playing off the ball. Yeah, it is very interesting. Almost. I mean, it's like we're witnessing how the universe works. How there's good karma and bad karma. Like, it's just weird sometimes, and you just go on with life, right? It's like we got all these injuries, KD, then Clay again, so that's kind of like the bottom side. And then here we got JK fell to us, and then we got a guy like Moody. So those are some lucky things that happen to us. So there's always good luck and bad luck happening, seems like. But it is kind of weird how we were able to get a Moody and a Jonathan in one draft. And again, if they were in one person, we would have drafted the next, Kobe. If Moody and Kuminga were the same person, were in one body, technically that'd be better than Cade Cunningham, wouldn't it? Right? I would think. But we're just comparing here, and there's nothing else to talk about as Jordan Bell sets up for a free throw, misses it, and by the way, it's a 2-point game. Whoops, I didn't realize that. Sorry. I guess I'll wait till after the game to eat. Rebecca eats on screen, and I actually don't like that when she does that, so I'm not going to do that. Even though I have done that, and sometimes so hungry you just can't help it, and you have like maybe trail mix or something that's easy. I got a whole Uber Eats waiting for me here. There's a turnover by the Warriors. Suddenly it's a close game when we should be killing these guys because they're not that good, but I'm not here for that. Haven't really been paying attention to the actual game. Just been analyzing Kuminga to death. I like how, he's got the spidery arms to be a solid defender. Here we go. Shot clock winding down. Nice closeout. Causes an air ball. Yes, sir. Excuse me. JK, baby. We got that guy with the number 7 pick. Just think about that. Love it, love it, love it. Sign and trade deal. Right. Can we include yeah, we can include Kuminga in that. Yep. Thanks for the reminder, Reconnect. The D'Lo acquisition got us Wiggins and Kuminga. Holy mackerel. What a lopsided trade. That's why when people slander Bob Myers on Warriors Twitter, and then the same people who are slandering them now are saying, oh, Bob Myers is great. Like, is that a mea culpa or what the hell is that? Another good defense by Jonathan and another good box out. Not that this guy, number 23 of Stockton, is some awesome player, right? But fundamentally, doing good stuff. So when guys slander Bob Myers, I try to look at the whole package of a guy and pause. I try to look at the whole body of work, the whole resume, and not just focus on like one thing he did wrong. Like, oh, he drafted Alan Smiley, so he's a terrible GM, or nice play. See how that works? You talk crap about a guy. I threw number 23 under the bus, and he comes back and makes this amazing shot on Kuminga. That's what you learn if you've been around the game long enough. That's why you try not to ever throw anybody under the bus. And I paid the price, and Jordan Bell misses. Bad body language by JK, right? Everybody on here is going to agree with that. Bad body language. Bad body language. Let that one go, JK. So there's, just as Andre Iguodala would say, everything's a gift and a curse. So the bad on JK pouting of Jordan not delivering him the obvious lob. Terrible play by Jordan. The good thing is that JK cares, right? So there's a good and bad to everything. So I paused, says, because I was like, you look at Bob Myers' whole package, since we're on the Andre Iguodala tip, pause. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think Dub Nation will remember that when KD plays in Chase. We'll never be able to do a survey, but like, if you surveyed everybody that goes to watch a game, that goes to the trouble of going to the arena to cheer for your team, and you try and survey them, did you ever say something bad about KD on Twitter? I have a sense that it's less than 1%. Like the guys that complain on Twitter and other social media platforms, they tend to be armchair observers from home. They don't go to cheer on the team. They go to Twitter for some type of entertainment, and Twitter enables that negativity and enables the bully side of them to scoff at things and to point and laugh and act like Nelson on The Simpsons, So I think all the KD haters are there. And then there were a few reporters that tried to stoke that fire as well. No Kuminga on the floor right now, so I can keep talking. And, they kind of get caught up in the clickbait. So they jumped on the bandwagon of saying negative clickbaity things about KD. And I'm going to say this, NBC Sports Bay Area had a lot of that. It was very sad to see because they made the connection from Ethan Sherwood Strauss, his book, which really he didn't trash KD except for like one chapter. But he put KD on the cover, and KD's own guy, Rich Kleiman, went on an Instagram live with Bob Myers to complain to Bob Myers about that, because he knew that Bob talked to Ethan Strauss a lot. And I'm throwing Ethan under the bus here, but that whole thing, so we're talking about KD's return to Chase. I saw so much negativity born out of some of the clickbait tweets that we got from NBC Sports Bay Area, which was based on Ethan's book and all of the other crap that was being talked about KD. So I think when KD comes back to Chase, I just kind of hope that he knows that where some of the negativity came from. Now I'm throwing NBC under the bus as well, but they got to do their job as well. They're $1 billion company, so they got to hire people to create some clickbait. That's just what you do if you're $1 billion company. So if any executives of NBC are watching this, I'm certainly not saying you're bad people. I'm just saying you're doing what you're doing and you're making billions of dollars off of it. So I understand that. But at the same time, you threw KD under the bus. You did. And you got to own up to that. That's all I'm saying. So it is what it is. But that's why I try and do what I do here on Let's Go Warriors. Again, I said this last night on the live, is I try and be like the 18th guy on the squad, 15 roster players, 2 two-way players, like try and get us this inside access that makes you feel like you're part of the culture. So that's in stark contrast to the other forms of entertainment out there, which include throwing guys under the bus whenever you get a chance and bullying the people that try to point that out, and having an app like Twitter where your bullyism can't get checked and you're getting clicks and you're getting all these retweets, and you decide, oh, maybe I should start a podcast to monetize that, which, okay, good for you. You figured out how to monetize that. But what I figured out is I'm unable to monetize my brand of entertainment and information. And by the way, my brand of entertainment, trying to be the 18th guy on the Warriors and having this just gym rat passion of basketball that we would come on here to do a live stream just to look at Jonathan Kuminga in a freaking G League game. What do I want to say? That brand of content will never, ever have misinformation. Whereas if you go on Twitter, high risk of misinformation. Suddenly they're making fun of Bob Myers. Suddenly some blogger wants to write about that, or they just keep tweeting about that. A newcomer, teenager that doesn't know any better, still molding his own brain, his or her own brain in the world. By the way, this is a long rest for Jonathan, which tells me that Seth wants to bring him in for the stretch run as we go under 6 minutes here. Probably will come in. He's played a lot of minutes. I haven't looked up the box score as for how many minutes, but it's clear that Seth wants to win the game with Kuminga on the floor. So he's going to put him in maybe at this timeout or the next one. anyways, with my brand of content, you're never going to get misinformation. Whereas you go on social media, and especially Twitter, all of a sudden, all this throwing under the bus of, fill in the blank, Bob Myers, Steve Kerr, whoever it may be, suddenly there's some misinformation. Oh, didn't Steve Kerr do this or do that? No, he didn't. But through social media, which is what you guys got to be careful of, suddenly there's this misinformation that he did something or he did this or that, and they're rewriting history. And a lot of political people go on Twitter to do that as well. JK's back in, so I'll shut up about that. So thank you guys for finding Let's Go Warriors. Oh, JK with a nice help on King, a nice help there on number 5. And we're able to prevent the bucket. Fast break. Nothing doing. Don't hang that head, JK. Stay positive. Okay, so now I need to catch up on the chat. I think I'll just catch up to it now because it's a timeout. Cool. Oh, and I'm reading Kevin McCormick's comment that JK can be special on defense. We just saw it. Oh, yes. Bob Myers. Exactly, right? KD could have left us for Brooklyn and left us with nothing. Yep. I'm pretty sure the Nets had the cap space. I'm not going to go back and research it, but I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. That's what I wish like Twitter had, like, but I could be wrong at the end of every tweet. That would be more humility in there when they're let's see. Draymond will coach that out of JK. Good point. Good point. I like that. Let's see. Oops, shoot. Shoot. I'm gonna try my best to meet up with Katie's people while I'm in Brooklyn, and I'll keep you posted. Because I just need to double check that he knows where the negativity came from. I want to convince KD to just officially retire from Twitter, to say, remember he tweeted, you guys don't know anything, like right before the season started. I want him to go like, you guys don't know anything about basketball. I'm done with Twitter. Catch me on fill in the blank. Catch me on Instagram. The great thing about Instagram is that it's so hard to scroll through the comments that you end up not reading the comments. Oh man, they just called JK for an offensive foul. I don't agree. Move on. Min's not happy that the Santa Cruz Warriors blew the lead. Yeah, I get that. But I'm here for Jonathan Kuminga development. So whatever happens in this game will be long forgotten 2 years from now when he is doing whatever he's doing for the Golden State Warriors. But I get it. I mean, it's still a basketball game, and you can choose what you want to look for. Dean Chambers, you guys have the underground street ball of journalism, man. I love that, man. I got to screenshot that. Oops, screenshot is 3, not 4. And then later on, I'll forget why I screenshotted that, but I appreciate that. That's awesome. You know what? I'm even going to crop that quote right there. You made my day. You made my day, Dean Chambers. Let me type that in. There's not an emoji I can put to tell you how happy it is to see that. And I appreciate everybody on here, coming on here Saturday night, freaking Santa Cruz game that we're losing by 3. We totally blew the game. But hey, we got to see a JK windmill that didn't count. I could be happy just with that. You don't get to see that every day. Oh, look at that. He could have just backed up. What do you call it? Stockton knows the Warriors plays, it seems like. JK for 3. I like the confidence in shooting that. I'm sad that will ruin his 3-point percentage that I boasted about earlier. Let's see. Good point, Roland. I know it's great to have Draymond, which is like so ridiculous that anybody on Twitter would think about trading Draymond. Like everything he does off the court is so important to the culture, whether it's getting Wiseman in line, getting Jonathan Kuminga in line, as we're assuming, not saying that he did just yet, but even 2 games ago, Draymond kept Steve Kerr in line. In case you didn't hear about it, how did he do that? Steve was like, oh man, we got another they called Kuminga for the reach, and good call. I thought it was a foul. Steve Kerr was like, oh, another rebound, and Draymond called him out for that. And there was positivity after that. Little split second late, JK on the help, but he had to come from all the way from the other side of the court. And LJ taking a very ill-advised shot. But maybe you kind of wonder what the guy was thinking. Maybe he saw JK shoot the 3 before that. So now, I'm going to shoot that. We'll never know, but yeah, feels like we're going to lose this game. Which also sucks for the post game because Seth will have a few questions to answer about that, when my goal isn't the win or the loss. My goal is for him to talk about Jonathan, and he won't be in as good a mood to talk about Jonathan, but Seth does a good job of moving on to the next game. All right. I know, Jeffrey, are you on the Zoom? Did you come on the Zoom? I apologize if you're waiting. No, you're not waiting. Get some rest, Jeffrey. It's all good. Go study, get that A. Okay, here we go. Where are you, JK? Oh, he's in the corner, covered by number 4. Oh no, turnover. Here he is. Oh, thank goodness they missed the layup. That could have been a nail in the coffin right there. Not just in terms of the points, but then it would have been a downer. Oh, nice way to avoid 2 guys spinning. Oh, you guys mentioned I missed the spin in the NBA game last night of Kuminga. I still got to go find that. But I'm sure it was some semblance of those 2 spins. Eddie Stansbury. Oh, getting called back to the bench. Really? He was going to bring in Stansbury? For who? Okay, now he's bringing in Stansbury. Who's he going to take out? This is interesting. 4. Who's he checking in for, Kevin? Oh, probably Ledoux, I bet. No, Ledoux's in there. It's for JK. Call it a night for Jonathan. He's probably on some minute cap. Let's see. Refresh. 36 minutes. Yeah, I don't want him playing more than 36. So that's another thing I would ask if I was being a 110% journalist tonight in the post game, which I won't be. I'll probably be too tired and forget to ask if Jonathan is on a minutes restriction. Restriction meaning not because of injury. It's because of load management. 36 minutes. So yeah, I mean, sometimes oh, Jonathan just got up. Oh, he's coming back in. Huh. So much for that theory. Yikes, Jordan Bell 3. So I bet you Jonathan comes in for Jordan Bell. Not because he missed the shot. I think it was planned all along. And maybe Jordan Bell knew that, so he shot the shot. Oh gosh, suddenly Stockton's playing so awesome. So I'll take responsibility for the jinx. That was a horrible take by me, saying the Warriors should be killing them, or that they're a much worse team than we are. Okay, so if Jonathan's coming back in now, then I can't check the chat. Yep, there he is. Yikes, Stockton for 3. A little bit of a desperate shot. What can you do? You're down 12. That's pretty much the game right there. Oh, Jordan Bell is still in. So Jonathan came in for Stansberry. Downhill again. That's got to be a block. You can't do anything. What are you going to do? Like, if it was Draymond, he would probably back up and then take the charge. But that's Draymond. Like, there's not a whole lot of people in the NBA that can figure out what to do with a Jonathan Kuminga coming downhill on you like that. And his ability to get downhill, there's not a lot of guys in the NBA that can do that. Obviously, the blueprint is Giannis. And Giannis, what makes Giannis so special is that he's doing that at 6'10", 6'11". Who are all these fools leaving Santa Cruz right now? You're supposed to be there. I mean, Jonathan could come down the other way and do a windmill dunk. You're going to miss that. You fools. I mean, you got to be a diehard fan to come to Santa Cruz in the first place. Maybe they just live down the block. I don't know. What are you doing? That's disrespectful to Jonathan Kuminga. I love how they're replaying the downhill. And the funny thing about that is dude took the hit and he got called for a foul. And that's when you're special, when you can get downhill like that, cause pain for the other guy, and the other guy gets called for the foul. For us to get a guy like that in the draft, when the whole time we were supposed to get Moody at 7 and what? Chris Duarte at 14. That's what we were supposed to get. And when Kuminga became available, I was like, because Kuminga had always been a top 5 draft pick just because of that athleticism that you just saw. It doesn't come around. Every draft, you have to be top 3, top 5. This draft was extra deep to enable a guy like Kuminga to be number 5, let alone drop to number 7. I'm sure there's a lot of scouts in the NBA. It's dead ball right now, by the way. There's a lot of scouts in the NBA going, oh my God, the Warriors got this guy. You guys let him drop to 7 for these guys? Now, understand that Scotty Barnes and Josh Giddey do have their their elite skill levels. And luckily, Toronto needed a playmaker like Scotty. They already had a Pascal Siakam and the OG Anunoby and a Chris Boucher. Look at JK try and do a little Kobe juke. And he misses the corner three. If he had made that, shame on all those people that were leaving the arena, right? Anyways, back to my rant about the draft. Josh Giddey, look at OKC. They've got a couple of athletes there already as well. So we got lucky in that some other guys, some other super athletic guys like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander were already picked a couple years ago, 3-4 years ago, whatever it was, that OKC decided, we can pass on JK. We can let this freakish athleticism go this time. And it just dropped into our lap. Thank you. Thank goodness. 30 seconds left. Let's see if there's going to be, oh, here we go. Oh, he passed it up. Normally, JK would have just hammered that on his own. They're going to lose, and there's going to be a lot of angst around the loss, but I think we got to see a pretty nice showing of JK. So let us end the chat after I finish looking at the comments, because then I got to go to the post-game Zoom. Up until post-game, okay. Poole was the 28th pick. Yeah, good perspective there to know that you get the crumbs of Steph, Poole, and Clay the next night. Yeah, that's a funny way of putting it. Let's see. Oh, where's the link? I'll find the link for the JK spin move. No worries. I can probably imagine what it was and it'd be exactly the same. I'm just sad that I missed it real time, but that's what happens sometimes when you cover the team. On the other hand, sometimes I get to see Kuminga dunking warm-up lines and stuff. So I get it's you get wins and losses all the time, no matter what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. I hate it when people say, oh, trade this and that, and it involves Kuminga, Wiseman, or Moody. I mean, come on, like that's not happening. Let's see. Somehow this guy's comment got blocked by YouTube. It says Warriors probably drafted another low IQ player in Kuminga, same as Wiseman. Moody looks better. Somehow YouTube blocked it. I don't know how they blocked it. And that's another thing I love about YouTube. Do you think Kuminga understands that's internet trolls and not that came up with the offensive nickname? Yeah, he does understand that. I know, right? Some sites headline article, Warriors fans, it's just like, God, these sites are just awful. And they're all born out of Twitter, literally. That's why I worry about places like Clutch Points. Clutch Points, actually, shout out. The guy who invented Clutch Points is actually a genius. I don't like all the clickbait, but it made him, let's say, 100,000 there. But the problem is they get all their content from Twitter. And I think sooner or later, people are going to realize that Twitter is just a lot of fake stuff. So they'll try to find other places. And we're seeing that movement. So hopefully 10 years from now, people aren't just glomming onto Twitter like they are these days, including Clutch Points. Like they should try and do their own stuff, which they are doing. So kudos to them. But overall, I think they're still pretty clickbaity. But that, don't take it personal, whoever it is that invented clutch points. I just tip my hat to you for becoming a millionaire or building a path towards a millionaire. Kudos to you. That's what matters, right? But I got to remind my guys, my audience, that sometimes it can be a little clickbaity. That's my job. Okay. Got to go pretty much. Okay, yeah, I got to go catch the post-game Zoom. Thanks. See you in less than 24 hours. I don't know if we'll have video for the Houston Rockets game. It might just be me on the live chat again. But again, I think our live chat is a lot more fun and positive than your average whatever chat or trying to be on Twitter or whatever it may be. So join us. Like, I really hope you can join us. Okay, gotta go. So I'm killing it. Appreciate you all, and